Hi there, I'm Megan. I am a yoga and movement and meditation instructor, and today we are going to practice a pranayama or breathwork technique called kapalabhati, or also known as skull shining breath. This is a controlled breathwork exercise where we really focus on a sharp, contracted exhale that contracts the diaphragm and the muscles of the core and really brings tension in through the thoracic cavity. So it's much more controlled than normal. This is an invigorating breath. It is designed to bring air into our body through a passive inhale and really focusing on that forceful exhalation and disbursement of prana, life force, breath, and energy. The intention of this is that it can really energize us, but it can mimic hyperventilation. So if this is a new practice for you, you maybe only want to do it for 10 or so breaths at a time. Let your breathing come back to normal and repeat until it feels more sustainable. Because we are controlling the breath in rapid succession, we want to make sure that it doesn't tip into a feeling of hyperventilation. So if you feel dizzy, if you get a sense of tingliness or numbness that feels uncomfortable through the face, just let your breath return to normal. Because of that, we also want to practice sitting down nice and grounded for a couple reasons. One, we want to make sure that if we do get dizzy, that we're not at risk of falling over or hurting ourselves, but also because of the contraction that we're going to use through our core muscles, we really want to have our postural muscles engaged, and we want to reduce the effort in the rest of our body so that we can really focus on this movement. So with kapalabhati, as I mentioned before, the inhale is nice and passive. We don't really focus on that. It does come in through the nose, and as we exhale, we are forcefully contracting the core, and it's going to make a sound as we force the air back out the nose. So to begin, I'll just do 3 breaths so you know where we're going. Sitting tall. And with kapalabhati, I'm going to take a nice big breath in to start. So that was just 3 breaths. We'll practice it together in the moment. You can tell as I exhale, you can hear that as the air is coming out just through my nose. My mouth is closed. And you can also see a contraction and a little bit of a ripple through my torso as my body forcefully engages through the diaphragm, through the rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, those muscles of the core, to help push that air back out the lungs. After that first inhale that's quite intentional, we don't focus on the inhale. We let it just be reflexive. The body will automatically go to take air in after it's been forcefully expelled. All right, so let's try it together. So coming to sit comfortably. Okay, buddy, you can't be here. Coming to sit comfortably, nice and tall. We really want some length through our torso. Allow your eyes to focus on something, letting the gaze come soft or maybe even turning inwards. And I find it can be helpful to bring a hand to the belly so we can really focus where we want to feel that contraction. So let's do some breathing together. If you're new to this practice, I encourage you to do about 10 and then take a couple of regular normal breaths and join back in. And I'm going to continue the practice for a few moments, for a few minutes, allowing the practice to move through the body. Okay, so as you're ready, nice big inhale, fill the lungs, and exhale. Nice big breath all the way in, fill the lungs. Exhale, fully sigh it out, let it go. Keeping your attention turned inwards, just let the breath return to normal. Notice what you feel through the face. Perhaps an extra awareness through your sinus cavities, in your cheek, through your forehead. As you breathe, just noticing how the chest expands on your inhale, releases the effort on the exhale. And come to notice how that practice was. It is challenging if you are out of practice of it, if you haven't done it before. It takes time to build momentum with it, and it's perfectly okay to practice in rounds of 10 or so, letting your breath stable, coming back in, and slowly increasing the amount of repetitions that you have. So give it a go and let us know if you enjoyed this practice, if it was challenging, if you want to see more like this. And I hope to move, breathe, and be mindful with you soon.